Hey, Honesties! Welcome back to another episode of Honesty Though Podcast with your host, Zena, aka Top Tier ZE, where I keep it raw, I keep it real, and I keep it risky. But enough about me. Today's guest goes by the name Simone Alexis. She's a luxurious Black queen. Hello. She's the founder of Curated Crowds, and she's a fashionista. She's also a vibe curator. All right. Welcome, Simone.
Thank you very much, darling. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Finally.
Listen, she was supposed to be on since last year.
Yeah.
And then I took a hiatus, right? I haven't parted for 6 months. And now we're back.
Now we're back.
Everything is aligned.
Exactly. As it's meant to be.
Period. Cheers. Thank you, Simone, for a bottle of Veuve Clicquot. Okay, so we gonna clink, clink. Cheers to Templeton, my engineer. All right. Okay, so I am gonna break some ice.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you 5 would you rather questions.
Mm-hmm.
You let me know your preference.
Okay.
I might further investigate.
Okay.
Or I might keep it pushing. Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather vintage Chanel or vintage Dior?
I'm going to say vintage Chanel because I have a vintage Dior.
Oh.
So I'm going to go with the one I don't have. Yeah.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Manifest.
Yep.
Out there what you want.
Exactly.
Okay. Would you rather a man who plans everything or one who enjoys spontaneous adventures?
Oh, I am going to say a man who plans because, child, it's been so long since I have dated a man who actually has planned anything.
Oh, Lord.
So, yeah, I would rather start with that and then ease him into being spontaneous as opposed to meeting a spontaneous one that doesn't plan anything and then I'm planning because I'm type A.
Exactly.
So I need plans. I need to be in the calendar. I need a calendar invite.
Me too.
I need to know where we're going so I can look at the decor and figure out my fit and makeup. So yeah, plan for me, babe. Plan for me.
I agree.
And send the calendar invite.
We can do spontaneity on vacation and stuff. You know
Once
what I'm
we're
saying?
in the groove. But
yes.
Yeah.
Offer it, plan.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's intentional.
We here.
So right here.
Yep.
Would you rather, this one might be a little hard, your dream career or your dream relationship?
I would say dream relationship.
Okay, why?
Yeah. Because number one, who wants to work? I don't want to work.
No
I wasn't
one.
made to work. I'm just doing it because it's what I need to do to survive. But
I agree.
if I have the dream relationship, we can build and cultivate on that. Yeah, I'm a lover
agree.
girl. So I'm a girl boss because I have to be. I don't want to
You
be.
don't want to be.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I think I would choose relationship too.
Yeah.
Do I even know what my dream job is? Do you know what your dream career is?
Stay at home wife. Yeah. That's my dream career.
You know what? You did just say
Taking
that.
care of the house. Cooking. Yeah. That. Yeah.
Right.
Trying new recipes and getting my nails done. Like,
I mean, Simone throws down. I haven't had her food, but listen, based on what I see on Instagram, she can cook. I'd be here like, I thought I could cook, but I'm limited. You got range, okay? I ain't that good.
it's giving Martha Stewart.
Yeah, it is. The black one.
Right.
Don't forget that.
Shaniqua Stewart.
I hate you. Would you rather, girl, don't make me laugh too much
Okay.
today. It is so hot in the studio, y'all. And I'm not in the studio. No. Let me rephrase that. It's like 40 degrees in New York.
Right.
And our
So
heat
it's
is still
warm.
on like 10 degree heat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you see me hot and shiny, like just imagine that as a glow.
Dewy.
Don't
It's
don't pay
giving
too much
dewy.
attention
Yeah.
to what's happening here. 4th question.
Yes.
Would you rather travel alone or with a group?
Alone.
Okay.
Literally have my 35th birthday trip next month. Going to Switzerland and Milan. Dolo. When I was booking a trip, I kept going back and forth and I was like, do I want to extend it? Do I? And I'm like, I just want to get up and go.
Mhm.
I want to sit at the bar by myself. I want to look at the mountains. I want to ski by I'm entering my solo era for sure.
You know, that's ironic because I have been saying the same thing, I would say since last week. I feel like this year is a solo year. And I'm not mad at it, to be honest with you. I actually like traveling alone because everything's on my own time.
That's the thing.
You know?
That's the thing. It's just like, I've traveled well with people. I don't have any like horror stories, but being alone is just something different about just waking up when you want to wake up. If I want to get up early and hit the pavement, I can. But if I don't, it's like I just want to be on my own time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on my solo wave.
I like that.
From here on out. Yeah.
I like that for us.
Yeah.
And I hope you have the most amazing birthday
Thank
trip. I cannot wait to see the fashions, okay?
It's
Because
about to eat.
they're going to be giving.
It's about to eat. It's about to give luxury. Luxury is Black queen, as you said.
As I said.
Yes.
Last question. I hope I remember it. I have the worst short-term memory. I think they know by now. I hope they do. Let me remind them. Would you rather get dressed for a girls' night out or keep it cozy in the house? You host, you cook, you know? You do what you do, Miss Martha?
Yep. Cozy house, cook, light, vibes, music, a little Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, candles, food. We drink in the house. We can get lit as we want and then pass out in the house. That's my dream right now.
Yeah.
I think I've passed my era of being outside and like being a socialite. I feel like I've done that. And like now I'm like in my like homebody era and I'm loving it. It's amazing.
Was there a catalyst for this?
I think I just got burned out from just being outside, living in New York, being, you know.
You used to be everywhere.
I'm talking about I would open my calendar on a Monday and it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. My weekends were booked. So I think it just all finally hit me like a burnout. And I'm like, now I'm just like, I just want to be home. My dog, he's a cuddle bug. We just cuddle. Tubi be having all the movies. I'll be on Tubi just watching movies, eating. Yeah, homebody.
In your comfort.
In my comfort zone.
I like
Plus
that.
ain't nobody, it don't be nothing out here.
Listen, who you telling, girl? I'm figuring it out. I'm like, I downloaded a dating app and I'm like,
which one?
Luxy. So it's kind of like Raya, right? Well, you have to pay for everything. So I'm like, all right, let me see, maybe a little $20 a month. Let me see what is given. Girl, it was like $450 for the year. I said, swipe, delete.
Like, even I was on Raya and it was like one message on a Monday and then a month passes. Sorry, I was traveling. It's like, okay, so what are you on?
Why are you on the app?
And you spending money to not connect?
That is true. That is true.
I'm over the apps. Yeah. I don't think knock on wood, I hope I will never be going back on a dating app. I hope I meet my husband
in person.
I pray. Yeah. I pray.
It's my first time. I was like, let me just try it out. And I'm like, this is not for me. I don't have time. Like, I get bored very fast.
Right.
I need you here.
Right.
I need,
like, what are we doing?
If that, right? Okay. But that concludes our Fast Five. We're just taking off. Before we start, so today we'll be talking about Black Girl Luxury, hobbies, you know, solo travel, the importance of pouring into yourself instead of depending on a man to do so. We're talking America's Next Top Model because, I mean...
I didn't watch the third episode, but I have the gist, so.
And that's all we need, because we're not going to spend too much time. And we're just talking all things Black Girl Luxury.
Love that.
And just, it's a range of different conversations, just different topics I feel like, you know, fits you and I. Before we start, I do want to ask you, well, we're starting. Who is Simone? Who are you?
Ooh, not you coming with the jab. Who is Simone? Simone is a Christian, Jesus first woman. Have to say that. Christian Black woman. From single parent household, Buffalo, New York. You know, kind of, you know, seen a lot. Poverty wise, and just trying to make sure that I represent and show younger Black women that no matter where you come from, you can be what you want to be and you can go where you want to go, but you don't have to like scam or do fraud or do any of the things that society is telling women that they have to do to get places. You don't have to go to Dubai and let somebody poop on you.
AKA prostitution. You don't need to.
You don't have to sell. You don't have to do it. Listen, not shaming it, but I'm doing it the honest way. And I like because I'm from the hood, I'm from the projects, and a lot of Black girls like look up to me. I always want to show them like, you can have this lifestyle, babe. You can have the Chanel bags, the Dior, the whatever, the Cartier, Rolex, all that. And a man don't have to get it for you. You can work hard. You can do it yourself. You can get it yourself. And the pride that you will have from that is going to be so much more than knowing that you had to like do whatever to,
that you may not be happy with.
Yeah.
You may regret it.
Exactly.
After.
You may regret it, maybe not in that moment, but 10, 15 years down the line, you may, regret it. So I'm here to show Black women, Black young girls that they can see the world. The world is their oyster. They can do whatever they want. They can go wherever they want. So I guess, I don't know if that really answered it, but that's Simone.
I got it.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Pretty much.
I like went deep instead of being like, but yeah,
that is why I asked the question. I want you to go deep, right? I think a lot of times we hear that question and we don't even know where to begin for some of us. And a lot of people give the surface, right? I want to know who you are at your core. And I think what you just said fully embodies that. So you did that.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. I want to ask you, what does luxury mean to you?
Ooh.
Is it peace? Is it money? Is it access?
I'm going to go with peace. I feel like before I would tie luxury into pieces, like having the bags, the money, the clothes. But as I acquired those things and I still did not have peace, I was like, okay, this is not it. And then I want more. It was like, they call it like destination happiness, where it's like, okay, I got the Louis bag. Now I need the Fendi. Now I want the Prada. Now I want the Gucci. Now I want this trip. Now I want this car. Now I want this man. Now I want, and it's like, you never really reach that happiness until you have internal peace. So I feel like luxury to me is waking up in the morning and being happy, being at peace, not having anxiety, not being depressed. I think that's the true luxury, especially in 2026 where everybody claims anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
Just waking up in the morning and being happy to me is luxury. Like, I thank God I wake up in the morning pretty much every day.
Every day you
happy. And I'm like happy to go to work. I'm happy to be around people. And I think that's the true luxury is peace.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
And I think especially, when you go back to the way you grew up, right? You mentioned like the projects. I almost said the products.
I'm a product
of your environment, right? Or you were, right? And
Yeah.
now you're a product of this environment that you created for yourself, which is a nice, luxurious environment. And I think I like your response with peace so much because I don't think a lot of people realize that when you grow up a certain way or in certain environments, your nervous system is never really relaxed. It's never stabilized, right? And until you stabilize and regulate that nervous system, it's like, doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be making so much money and you're never gonna feel at
You're still in survival mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you saying peace means everything. Because I used to think it was money too. I won't lie to you, right?
Until you start seeing all the rich people that commit suicide.
Yes.
Or they have
bitter,
no family.
mad,
their kids don't love them. Their family, they have no friends. Like that money can't buy happiness. It's cliche, but it's true.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you think luxury is a mindset before it is a lifestyle?
I agree. Yes.
I think so.
Yep.
Too, right?
Yeah. I think everything starts in the mind. Because I'm Christian, I try to stay away from like the manifesting and being like, if you think it, because it takes away from God. Like I'm very big on like making sure like I know God gave me everything. I didn't do anything in my own strength, but there is some truth to that law of attraction and like your mindset. So if I wake up every day and I'm like, oh, I hate this job. I'm going to attract that negativity. So you have to start with it in your mind, the idea, and then you make it a reality for sure.
I do understand your take on the Christianity of God, right? Because I believe in God. I wouldn't say I'm a Christian. I didn't grow up religious.
Okay.
I believe in God. I follow the Bible to some extent.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a holy woman. Not holier than thou, but I'm holy sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason why, when I think about manifestation, when you just said, the law of attraction, right? Let's go there.
Mm-hmm.
I think about it quantum physics like, right? Because it's all energies,
Energy.
all the subconscious, right? You can't differentiate between the negative and the positive, right? And so that's why when people speak about like, when you just said like, you're not going to be negative, right?
Mhm.
Because that multiplies, right? Because the universe can't, physics, whatever you want to call it, it can't differentiate between the two.
Right.
So you have to believe it before you start to live it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be like, well, I have expensive taste, so that means I was made to be wealthy. Like, there's a reason why.
Yeah.
Right? And I think just seeing other Black women or just other women attain certain things, you're like, oh, this is attainable.
Right.
I can also do that.
I actually saw something and it was like, how are you going to tell me like certain things are impossible when I literally see it? Like, you can't tell me it's impossible if I see somebody with it. Like, then I can have it as well. It's like nothing is impossible. I believe that.
I agree.
Wholeheartedly.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because I think we are limitless. You have to look at yourself as a mirror of God, right? Like, there's God in us, in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so if you place limits on that, God is limitless.
Right.
If you're limiting yourself,
Right.
where do you think that's going to get
Exactly.
you when the world is abundant?
The Bible literally said we were made in his image. So if we were made in the creator of the universe's image, that means we can create our realities.
I agree.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you, when did you realize, because, we talk about Black girl luxury, right? When did you realize, or do you think that means something different for us than it does for other women?
So this is something that I've kind of been switching my mind frame on because I'm starting to kind of like not want to say Black girl luxury and just be like, it's luxury. Because I feel like when we say Black girl luxury, it's like white women have this stuff and like now we have it, so we have to like make it Black. But it's like we were queens and had all these things before, and like we're, like still to this day, everybody looks to us in a higher regard, whether they admit it or not. So I kind of want to get away from saying Black girl luxury and just being like, this is luxury, because I don't really want to put a box in it and say like, oh, because I'm from the projects and like I didn't have nothing growing up, but now I got a Chanel bag, so it's Black girl luxury. It's like, no, this is luxury. I'm allowed to sit at the same tables as you. I could actually lead these tables and I can actually teach you something. So this is just luxury, babe. It's not Black girl luxury. So I'm trying to unlearn that. It was just like I feel like a social media term that I just adopted, but I really never felt like it was like, I feel like I just always exuded luxury, even when I didn't have it. So
I love I think that gives perspective into you saying it's more than just money, right? Because I think when I first wrote that question, it was more so from a money perspective, right? Like, to other women of color, luxury is probably peace, right? But the way it's been advertised for Black women, it's the brands, the travel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certain having access to certain things, right? They place our luxury connected to things and money, whereas their luxury was peace. So I like that you're like, why are the two different?
Right.
Like, luxury is peace. It's that freedom of peace.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the freedom to say, I'm going to actually not work today and take my kids somewhere. Like, I may not own a Chanel bag, but guess what? I don't have to work and I can be with my kids, or I can take my family on a trip, or you know what I'm saying? So I want to move away from saying Black girl luxury and just like luxury. Yeah.
Do you think you could have luxury without wealth?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So.
Well, wealth to me also is another word that I feel like, if you use like the textbook definition, I'm sure wealth probably means like tangible assets. But to me, I think wealth is having good friends. I think wealth is having good health. I think wealth is being able to have a good hot meal and the flavors is hitting. Like a hot shower is wealth. Being in your right mind is wealth. Being able to walk is wealth. Being able to see, hear, smell, taste, touch, that's wealth. So I guess it depends on who you're talking to. If they were born with a silver spoon and they just don't have any idea or concept of struggle, they're going to think wealth is money. Somebody that's close to people that are underserved or underprivileged, they're going to look at wealth a little bit differently. So it depends on who you're talking to. But for me, wealth is like, you don't have to have $1 to your name, but you could be happy and have peace. And I'll be like, yo, you wealthy. You healthy and you wealthy. Yeah.
What a way to close out this luxuries segment. Okay, girl. Because I'm telling you, I just feel like so many women are trying to find that footing, and there's a lot of pressure, perhaps, right? Like, I have to have this bag for me to feel luxurious. I have to do this, and it's like, sometimes it's just your energy, you know?
People will look at me and think, like, a lot of people meet me and they're like, oh, I thought you was going to be stuck up. And I'm like, I don't know why. Like, I literally had nothing and I like work for everything I have. Now, I've always liked fashion. So yeah, I'm going to have a piece.
Yeah.
There's going to be a couple pieces. I'm going to stay with the stuff. But I always say, like, I know that I can't take it with me. I know, like, from dust, I was made, from dust I'm going to be. And I can't. That stuff is, I don't even have kids right now. So I don't even know where my bags and shoes and clothes are even going to go.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you can't.
I ain't stressing that stuff.
I like this.
Yeah.
Tell me more about curated crowds. What is it about? What is the intention? You know?
Yeah. So it's actually so funny. And I'm like, this is alignment and this is God telling me I need to like kick it back up, because I've actually been in like a hibernation mode. I know I was saying how I've been a little antisocial and homebody-ish. But I do believe God like gave me the gift of connecting people. And a lot of people get it mixed up and they're like, oh, you're an event planner. But I'm like, I'm not an event planner. Like, I don't plan events. I curate vibes. I know what people to put in a room, what energies how the energies are gonna mix, and the different, like, I may have a doctor, a lawyer, a painter, and a jazz musician all in the room, and they never would have
and a stripper.
Probably
and a stripper in there.
No, literally, because literally, I have friends that are dancers. I have friends that are masseuses. I have friends that are
all walks of life.
That's one thing about me. I'm very big on like having all kinds of friends. So curated crowds was started by me because I just felt like I know how to curate a crowd. I know how to bring different people in a room. And every time people leave, people end up becoming friends, best friends, because of the room that they were in. And I love that. So I wanted to make it like a brand. I wanted to make it a thing. I've been on a hiatus because I've been a little antisocial, but being here makes me believe that it's time for
confirmation.
Yep.
I can definitely relate. I can relate, you know, when you said you went to hibernation, you take a break, right? And because I did that with this podcast last year.
How long did you take your break for?
6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
From June to December. And then I started back this January. And I think that's important sometimes, especially like when you're still in the beginning stages of things. Because I think, as you said, it's so easy to burn out, right? It's so easy to just do things, not having direction, not being intentional, wasting money, wasting time. And sometimes you just got to sit down and just God is going to reveal to you where you should go next or what you should be doing. You know, you got to listen. You need to be still, you know, to receive. So I don't think that's...
Cook. Exactly.
I don't think that's a bad thing at all. And
it's our culture though. That's like create, push. And it's like you said, the money aspect is like, I'm not about to just be putting out bread and it's just going into the ether.
Yeah.
And I have no, scale back.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. As we talk about you loving fashion, because you did show me your 10-year anniversary picture with Mr. Nigel Barker.
Yeah.
How ironic was that? I was like, hold on. That was literally
crazy
yesterday.
Crazy. 10 years ago yesterday. And all this stuff. I'm like, what's going on?
You know, honestly though. Yeah. You caught it. Oh my God. Do you think Tyra is the bad guy in this? Because I have a lot of thoughts, girl. Did you watch ANTM growing up?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. You want to be on top?
Yes. Did you ever want to be on the show?
I did. So I was infatuated with fashion from young. My mom was a fashion girl. My grandma was a fashion girl. So I was always into, and that was the first show on TV that showed fashion. I really wasn't sure if I wanted to be a model, but when that show came out, I was like, oh, like I want to go on Go Sees. Like I want to. So I'm gonna just come out and say it. Like Tyra did bad things, but I feel like people are bullying Tyra and putting everything on her when she was the executive producer, which isn't the end all be all.
Yeah.
If you know what an executive producer is, there were still people above her that had to clear those things. Yeah. There was still a whole other couple of judges that I don't see nobody giving smoke for.
Yes, exactly.
And I feel like it's mostly Black women that are tearing Tyra down. And I'm like, we need to hold each other accountable, but there's a balance between accountability and bullying. And I feel like what I'm seeing is people bullying. And I'm like, you are doing the same exact thing that you claim that she did.
Yes.
We got to give grace.
Clock that. I completely agree. And also it's like, she's on a network. This is not her own production. Like at the end, as you said, as people higher up, you have to, it's a streamline.
If you watch the documentary, you saw she had to jump through hoops to even get it on TV.
Yeah.
It was a whole white woman sitting there that was the head of UPN. I didn't see anybody say anything about her. Ken Mock.
Yes.
Everything is Tyra. And I get it because she's the face.
Yeah.
And I get it as a manager at a company. I get it when the people under me do something wrong, guess who gets the blame? And I tell them that. I'm like, yo, if y'all love me, y'all won't mess up because I get in trouble when y'all mess up.
And what you do is a reflection of me.
Yeah. So I get that from a management perspective. I get saying, okay, but I'm like, the way that people are like attacking, I don't agree with that. Hold people accountable.
Yeah.
Hold their feet to the fire, but calling her ugly and big forehead and she's the villain. I'm like, bro, like those girls, I didn't see one gun at anybody's head.
Thank you.
I didn't see anybody say, sign the contract, cut your hair, close your gap. The Gap was crazy that they closed their Gap and then opened another girl's 2 seasons later.
Yeah.
Crazy. But again, babe, you could have went right back to the South. Y'all wanted to be on top so bad. Also, the modeling industry is like that. Still is.
That's what people feel.
Let's deconstruct the modeling agency and not Tyra. I don't see anybody coming for the European standards that they have of beauty. And I'm getting mad because I'm like, we always attack one minor thing when it's like a whole institution we should be trying to attack.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I also think people need to realize like that was, I can't even 25 years? I don't know how many years
basically
ago, right?
23, 22 years ago.
Exactly. Things have changed. It's like, yes, there's more diversity and inclusivity. At least that's what they make it seem like, right? Within the fashion industry. Yeah. But realistically, that is what it was back then. Yeah. And then also, as a contestant, it is your due diligence to do your research and figure out, am I okay with these things? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go into something blind and then be like, oh, it's your fault because I didn't do my research. No.
Listen, young, vulnerable women need to be protected and need to be looked out for. The thing is, I'm not saying like one person everybody needs to accept blame though. And where I feel like the shoe is being dropped is them just blaming Tyra. And then also like, if they had gone on that show and all got contracts and went to the modeling agencies and Tyra wasn't like harsh or whatever, guess what? They would have got chewed up and spit out because of
rude awakening.
Those girls would have got here and they would have been like, you have a Gap, you're fired. You have 2 extra pounds on you, you're out of here. Your hair is like not dyed.
That is very
What
true.
are we talking about?
It does prepare you for what's to come.
It's like, I made a video, I didn't post it yet, but I was like, it would be like going to the army and you go to the army and they're like, well, we're going to have pancakes, eggs, and bacon this morning and we're going to just watch cartoons all day. And then in a week, they send you off to war. It's like, no, they take you to the army and what is it? It's boot camp. They're left, right, left. They're, get up, you filthy maggot. You don't see nobody crying because they went to the army and they broke them down to build them up. She was doing the same thing.
And I think it's important for us to note, like, something can be revolutionary and harmful at the same time, right? Because with revolution, you're breaking barriers. It's stuff that hasn't been done before, right? So there's gonna be some risk. You're taking a risk.
Yeah.
Right? And some do get hurt in the process, but it doesn't negate the fact that she did try to show beauty in a different way outside of the norm and the standards that were set for the beauty industry. Like,
even some of the scenes when Janice was like being super rude, like you could tell that she felt some type of way. So it's like, yes, like I said, I'm not negating anybody's trauma or bad feelings. The accountability, I think, just needs to, or blame needs to be spread amongst everybody, including the girls that signed up and the girls that stayed and the other girls that saw the abuse and still stayed because they wanted to what? Be on top.
Period. Shout out to Eva Marcel, baby, because to me, she was the only one on top.
And Eva, they said apparently she wasn't asked to be on there or something.
I did see a clip that she was asked in an interview where she defended Tyra. You know, she did say like things that were okay now were not okay back then. You know,
it's also funny that the few that are somewhat famous or popular weren't on there. Takara, Eva, Winnie Harlow, the girl Tatiana.
Yeah. Apparently, there's supposed to be a documentary of the girls who had better experiences.
Oh, okay.
Or the other side, something like that.
Would love to see that.
We'll see if that happens. Speaking about like breaking into industries and barriers, right? You've been breaking into the operas, the ballets, the theater, you know. And I feel like those are spaces that a lot of people try to claim as white spaces, white excellence. That's a thing.
No, and that's the thing. See how we say black excellence, but white people don't walk around saying black excellence? It's like, no, babe, this is just excellence. I'm done putting a color on top of.
Yeah.
Like, I'm walking in the room and like, they don't do that.
Yeah.
You ever hear Asian, Spanish people, this Spanish excellence?
No.
This Boricua excellence. This is Asian, this Filipino excellence. We're the only ones that feel like we gotta
announce our race before something.
I'm gonna walk in and you gonna see it. You gonna smell it. You gonna feel it. This is excellence, babe. But sorry.
No, I love that because you be dressed to the nines. Simone, she goes by herself. She going for front, and Simone is just like, yeah, I'm living. She got hella binoculars.
Yeah. I be having my opera gloves. I be there with and I be like dressed up more than everybody, and they just be looking like.
Yeah, how do you feel when they look at you a certain way? Or do you feel like the looks are like, what are you doing here? Oh my God, they don't belong?
No, it literally is like, wow.
You're in awe.
Yeah. Like I always get compliments. Oh. Yeah.
Why are you breaking into these spaces? Like, why now?
So, to be completely honest with you,
honestly though,
thank my mama, Rhonda Robinson. My mom kept us cultured. So, even though we grew up in the projects, we probably didn't have all the money, all the things, shopped at thrift stores. My mother made sure we are at art galleries. We did summer programs. We were at the African Cultural Center, learning African dance, any jazz fest. I was a young kid. I was like, bro, can you stop bringing me to this boring jazz now? All I listen to is jazz and gospel. Yeah. Literally, I'm always at a jazz show. So it's like my mom instilled those things in me, and even my dad loved jazz, loved good music. My dad instilled film in us. So every Friday, every movie that came out back in the day, my dad took us. We were at every movie.
I love
So
that.
even though we weren't rich, they instilled culture and art into us. So growing up, it was like a second nature. Now, when I moved here, because, moving to New York, you be poor for like 5 years. Unless you're rich, you be poor. So I was poor. I couldn't afford to go to Broadway. I couldn't afford to do the opera. I couldn't afford to do the ballet. So as soon as I got my money up, I was like, I'm outside. Ballet, my first ballet, I think I did Sleeping Beauty. Then I did the Nutcracker. Then I just started doing Alvin Ailey, and then always at an art gallery, always at an opening, always at a museum, always. So now that I have the funds, I'm like, cool. Like, what's next?
Like returning. So this is not an introduction to you.
No.
This is you're returning.
It's returning. And like, it's like I have the funds to do it.
Does that feed your inner child?
Yes.
Like, did you miss it when you didn't have access to it?
Yeah. I did. I feel like I'm not really a creative. Like I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't play sports. Like I'm more of like a bookworm. So like when I see these musicals and like these ballerinas and these dancers and these opera singers, like part of me gets off on that because I'm like, God didn't bless me with that talent, and that's okay. But I get that off.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
it feeds you to see them.
Yeah.
And that level of expertise and technique.
Like seeing ballerinas, I'm just like, bro, like the way they contort and they like, and it's graceful.
The line. I used to dance ballet.
You did?
I used to dance ballet.
Should have known. You're so graceful. And that's the thing. Ballerinas have a grace in them and a poise that even in their day-to-day, you can just tell, like how you see your posture. My coworker, when she takes pictures, her feet be like this. And I'm like,
in second position.
like Ronda Shawn attitude. Like, but yeah, I live for it. And yeah, when I'm there, I always scan the room and I survey and look for other people of color. And it's always about 10 of us.
But you're comfortable. I belong.
Yeah.
I belong. What advice would you give to women who want to get into that space but are a little nervous or
hit me up. Let's go together. Call me. We'll put the contact. If you're in New York, if you visit, let's go together. We'll break that cherry. Ew. I'm not gay. Sorry. It gave, like, because I ain't trying to get the wrong DMs.
I'm not asking to be bagged here, okay?
Very much need a man. So if y'all watching too, okay. This is not about that. Like, Jesus.
I love that you went right there.
Shameless plug. But I think just do it. Just do it. Like, Nike. Just do, literally, honestly though, just do it. Like
you never know if you're gonna like it until you do it, right? Like
that's what he said. But
sometimes you could think something's not for you, and then you do it, and you're like, "Oh, I actually enjoyed this more than I thought." Like again, stop limiting ourselves.
Don't limit yourself. Like you said, we're limitless. Bradley Cooper, we're limitless. Just like with me, like I tried to start a new hobby, rock climbing, and
how's that going?
Number one, you cannot have any kind of nails when you're doing it, bouldering, because your nails are literally in the boulders. I tried it once. I was like, this ain't for me. I had callus on my hands after one time. I kept falling. It was indoor, so you like fall on like a mat.
Oh, yes.
But I wanted to try it. I wanted to knock it off. And I was like, it ain't for me. I would never do it again. I like to keep my nails done. But you don't know until you try.
Yeah. What hobbies are you taking up this year?
So I'm going, my swim organization, they just actually sent me an email. They're starting back up. So I'm going to go back to swim because I want to be like a good swimmer.
It's on my list.
We should do it together. It's at Harlem though.
Oh, girl, I'm coming after work.
Harlem, swimming, and then I want to start golf in the spring. So I'm going to focus on golf, I think, for a little bit. And then maybe next winter, I want to do boxing. I also want to sprinkle a little pottery in there as well.
Me too.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, pottery date.
Pottery, yes. Swimming, and boxing.
Those are my
three.
Want to box bad.
Me too. I
want to post a video just letting know, like look at
the camera when you let them know. The square is serious. So I can't. I told her not to make me laugh too much. If my makeup is melting, blame
no, it looks good.
Okay.
I'm looking at you. You're fine.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. We're fine. Sorry, you mentioned you mentioned a man, right? Because as much as it's important, I do think it's important, right? To date yourself.
Yeah.
Have the hobbies. Keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
Figure out what you like, right? But in the midst of doing that, we all want companionship. I mean, I won't lie.
Yeah.
I like a little companionship.
Real bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Real bad.
So, if you could build your ideal man.
I wish they had that.
Build a man.
I think all the time, like Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
You go in and you just pick.
Exactly. What would that look like for you? And I'm going to limit this, right?
Okay.
I don't care about how he looks.
Yeah,
want
same.
5 characteristics
Okay.
that he has to have.
Okay.
What are they?
God-fearing, 1,
Mm-hmm.
because you cannot lead me if you don't have
Mm-hmm.
an authority above you, which would be God. So God-fearing, ambitious, intelligent.
Why ambitious? For
'Cause-
obvious reasons.
Yeah, like
someone
what-
needs to make the money.
So, and somebody needs to, like, we can do it together,
Mhm.
but I can't be the only one because I have ambition. So definitely need to match my ambition or have a little more.
Mhm.
Leader.
Mm.
I need a leader. I need that alpha. I need that just make me want to shut up, Daddy. Sorry, what you saying, baby? You want to
Well, come back here.
I got your slippers, your dinner, your dessert, and so much more. I need that. I need that alpha energy that make me want to submit, right? Because a lot of men talk submission, cool, great. I don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
You think I want to be a boss at work all day and then come home and boss the, like, no, I would love to come home and turn that brain off. Just take it out and just put it in water and let it soak overnight. Okay. I want to not think when I'm with my man.
Me too.
So
Same.
leader.
Mm-hmm.
And then for 5, I would say family oriented.
Ooh.
Yeah. Love your family. Want a family. I'm not gung-ho on having kids. I'm okay. But I still want you to have that at your core, because then that means you can take care of people and we can do volunteer work, or if you're family oriented.
I feel like your family makes you whole. It's
you
just something
whole.
about it
Yes.
that just is like, when a man is family oriented, I just want him.
Yes.
Like, that's important to you. That's important to me.
Yeah.
You know, you said you don't care if you have kids. Is that what you
No,
said?
at this point, I'm like rich auntie is like eating
That's your
down.
destiny.
Yeah.
Do you see that changing? Like, if you meet the man, right?
So I'm at this point, I'm like smack dab in the middle. I could go no, and I could go yes. I'm not like, I will die if I don't have a kid. Like, I'm not freezing my eggs. I'm not.
Oh, that was my next question.
I'm not taking any steps to ensure that I have kids.
It's one of those things. If it's for me, it will be.
At the end of the day,
situation.
my story, I have such immense faith that God wrote my story. So really, I get up and I kind of do a lot of things and I don't have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped planning a long time ago. I'm like, God, wherever you want me to go, trips, money, stuff be falling in my lap. I don't even plan it.
You
So
surrendered. That is what it looks like to surrender.
Building my relationship with God helped me to surrender to him. I'm like,
the trust.
And then also I'm like, I see what has happened when I've tried to hold the reins. It hasn't gotten me anywhere. The horse is just stuck. So I'm like, let me just take it off and see where it goes. And it's been going great.
I did want to get into the conversation of I'm just a girl, right? Because literally we sat down to open the champagne. So I was like, I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
Now, honestly though, I used to say I'm just a girl and I stopped. Now I just say, where's a man? This is a man's job.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't subscribe to I'm just a girl anymore. And the reason, even at work, I'm like,
where
where's
am
a
I
man?
note? I love that.
Your phone's over there. This is a man's
Text
job.
me that.
I got you.
Where's the man?
Yeah. And
Love that.
I tested this theory in London real quick. I went to London for my part of my birthday trip last year, whatever.
Mhm.
And it's like 3 a.m. My friend is like, I want McDonald's after the club. I'm like, all right, girl, let's go. So we go get McDonald's and we're going back to the hotel. In order to even enter the lobby, you need your key fob. So this man is putting his key fob to the door on the right and it's not opening. So my friend and I walk up and I'm like, you have it? Like, is it opening? And he's like, no, you do it. I was like, oh, this is a man's job. You're a man. Like, it's your responsibility to get us inside. I don't care if I don't know you.
Right.
And like, he literally was like, oh my God, you're so right. Like, over here, I got it. Like, men want to feel needed, right?
And you should be protecting us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do your job.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to just tell that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to say I'm just a girl because I already put that responsibility onto you, right? And the reason why I stopped saying I'm just a girl, I am raising a girl. My daughter's 10. So when my 10-year-old hears me say I'm just a girl, who does she have to look up to as a woman? If I'm just a girl and she's a girl.
Because we really aren't girls.
No,
No,
we're not.
we're not. We're grown ass women.
Women, yeah.
Paying grown ass bills with real ass responsibility.
Exactly.
That's good.
Yeah. And what I found, what I started to question is saying I'm just a girl, does that negate us from accountability?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on those podcasts now where they be like, but that's real.
It's real. I had to think about it for a long time, and I'm trying to have this discussion amongst my friend groups.
Wow.
And a lot of them aren't seeing my perspective, and that's okay.
You know what it is for me? I'm heavy on words and like speaking life in depth.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I'm saying I'm just a girl, when am I going to
be a woman?
Right.
Because there's certain things that comes with womanhood.
Yeah.
Right? That you're not going to get in girlhood.
Facts.
So I do feel like we're limiting ourselves by saying, I'm just a girl.
Facts.
And I do think...
Wow.
It
Bruh,
makes sense to you.
If I didn't get anything from today, it's that. I'm going to start saying, like, where's the man?
Yeah. Thank you.
Because I say that, like, if I'm trying to open a can, I'll be like, I'm just a girl. Or, like, if it's something where I just feel like I don't need to
You don't want to do it. Mm-hmm.
But it's like, no, you're so right. I'm like, the champagne.
Yeah.
I'm demeaning myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wish more women would see that way. You know, like, I'm not saying to stop feeding your inner child or that young girl within you, right?
Right.
Because I do think we have a responsibility to that inner child.
I agree.
Always nurture her,
Yes.
show up for her, fulfill her desires, right? But don't stop there.
Yeah.
Right? What are the desires you had as a girl for yourself as a woman?
Right.
Right? Or are we losing that insight? I'm happy you understand where I'm coming from.
I sure do. I'm heavy on words.
Same.
I'm like, damn, have I been cursing myself? Like, am I saying this out loud and then maybe I'm making myself be stuck because I'm saying I'm just a girl? And then even just is like, you know, like if you ask somebody, like people corrected me before, they would be like, oh, what are you doing? I'd be like, oh, I just do this. And they were like, you this, you that. So
that's like something in your little business.
Your little, I saw your little event. It's like my big event, my big business.
Like, why we're doing that? That's negative, right? And you know what? It's so ironic the way I started thinking about this was I don't usually put my Apple Music on radio or different playlists, right? I usually just have my downloaded library. I listen to what I listen to. But one day I had the little playlist, whatever, and Just a Girl by No Doubt came on. I don't know if you know Gwen Stefani, you know?
The girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I listened to that song maybe like 5 times because it's pretty short, right?
Yeah.
And I realized, I'm like, this is actually satire. This is sarcasm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because it's like, it starts off with take the pink ribbons off.
Yep.
It's kind of like the rose-colored glasses, right?
She's like, that's all that you let me be.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you know that song. And so when I'm hearing that, I'm like, this was actually kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like the I'm Just a Girl is regressing us to that period of being labeled and boxed.
1960s,
yes.
housewife. Yep.
Yes, exactly. And that song is what changed my mentality and made me look deeper.
Yeah, because No Doubt was very like Gwen Stefani was very much
revolutionary.
I'm going to do what I want. Like, she the only girl that did cultural appropriation that nobody came for. We was like, you cool, girl. Yeah. I'm trying to see them in Vegas. They going on tour at the Sphere. I'm like, I want to see No Doubt.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
When?
May.
Is she getting a residency in?
They're not. They're just doing like 2 weeks at the Sphere, but with No Doubt. Yeah, and I saw them. I love Gwen Stefani. Love No Doubt. So yeah, they always like push the needle forward and like had messages in their music. So you're right. It was satire. She was like, girl, no, I'm actually that girl.
Period. Like I'm a grown ass woman.
I'm a grown ass woman. I'm a baddie.
Mm-hmm. So no more I'm Just a Girl, ladies. Please, let's just be women.
I love that. Where is a man?
Hello, that part.
This deserves a man. This requires a man. Where he at?
Start saying it, and God may deliver.
Ooh.
You know? 'Cause you're kind of like asking.
Where's the man? Where's the man? Where's the man? Where's
All right,
the
not
man
every
all
day,
night?
Simone.
I'm gonna be in the bed like, where's the man? 100 times till I fall asleep.
Rubbing your feet
Yeah,
together.
literally counting sheep. Like, where's the man? Where's the man? Where's this third man?
God will start answering.
I love
he's
that.
Coming, he's coming. He's coming.
He's coming. He's coming.
Come in. We mentioned earlier
Mhm.
solo travel, hobbies, all that good
Mhm.
stuff, right? And you actually were like, let's talk about the importance of dating yourself and doing
Yeah.
things by yourself, right? And not depending on a man to do those things.
Yeah.
You know, the irony is not my last episode, but I did an episode with this guy, Renee. Shout out to Renee. But we were speaking about something, I don't remember verbatim, right? But it was something along the lines of he treats a woman how she treats herself,
Mhm.
right? So I asked him, I'm like, okay, so, as he was like, if you take care of yourself and you eat healthy, I'm not going to go to get you something from McDonald's. If you ask me to get you lunch, I'll get you a salad, something that you give to yourself.
Yeah.
Right. And so with this conversation of dating yourself, buying yourself the things that you want, taking the trips, right? So that when a man comes in, he's an addition.
Yeah.
Right. He's not giving you that full. Now, you do have some women who are against that, right? I've had people who are like, how do you go on a date by yourself? How do you go to dinner by yourself? And I'm like, I like myself so much that it's not a thought.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
something
about the
that's like-
romanticizing of it.
Yeah. And
I feel like we just got so quiet. We're like, I love dating myself. We love ourselves. We got sultry with ourselves.
I know we really did. It's like nothing else mattered in that moment.
Yeah.
Right? So how would you manage incorporating someone into your life without feeling like it's forceful? Does that make sense?
Wow. That's a loaded question.
Sorry.
I'm like, shit, send them and we'll see. Because at this point, I don't know.
Are you dating? When's the last time you've been on a date?
Oh, I'm dating.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm dating. Look at me. Body T, face T, skin T.
Clock it.
I'm dating. I'm single, not married. I'm definitely dating, but I am not being courted. If that makes sense.
No.
Because I feel like when you're courted, that's one person that you, like you date until you're courted. And then you're courted until you're in a relationship. And then you're in a relationship until you're engaged. And then you're engaged and you're married. So courting to me is when you go from dating that person to being exclusive. And now I'm courting this woman. Because courting is a little more.
I always thought it came first.
Courting, they should be courting you while dating. They should be chivalrous. But I feel like dating is more casual, where courting to me is like, okay, we're not exclusive. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not in a relationship. But like, we're only like, I'm seeing you 2-3 times out the week. I'm courting her. I'm picking her up. He should be courting you still while dating, but it's still dating to me until it's courting. But that's me.
And yeah, I'm like, maybe that's why these men be thinking I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not really interested in anyone or anything, but I always say courting comes first. I'm like, you can't date me if you're not courting me.
Because in our mind, we think courting me is opening doors. It's treating me like a lady. But to me, that's the bare minimum in a date. Like, you should be dating me in a courting way, but courting, I feel like she's like my lady now. Whereas dating, it's like, okay, I went with John on Monday. I went on a date with Tyrone on Tuesday. But now Tyrone is courting me. So Tyrone is taking me out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tyrone and me are probably going to be in a relationship because we're courting.
And John is falling off.
And John is done because John was just trying to date.
How do you know when it's time to be courted?
Like, I pray that removal prayer. So usually God will tell me when a guy is ready to be released. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release. And one thing about me, I have a text in my phone, I have it saved. And my friend was like, I admire your ability to pull away when you know a man is not your husband. Or she said, I commend. One thing about me, I'll pray that prayer. God, if he ain't for me, if it's a distraction, if he wasn't sent from you, if he's going to pull me away from you, if he's not going to pull me towards my purpose, remove him. You know what happens when I pray that prayer? The next day,
they reveal themselves.
The next day is BS. And I'm so good. I'm like, listen, it was great. You're a great guy. You're not my guy.
God moves fast.
God don't play about me. Yeah. That's the one thing I've learned. He don't play about me because I have things I have to do with my partner. So because I have so many big things that I need to do, God is not going to let me yoke up with somebody that's not
equally yoked.
That's it. So, and my solitude is so great. So I'm like, I love being by myself and my friends spoil me. And like, we have dates and like, we treat each other and they get me gifts and they get me cards and they get me flowers. And it's like, I don't have to have the expectation of giving them some at the end of the night. So it's like, if I'm going to meet a guy and you're not going to exceed that or at least
meet that.
Yeah. But it's like, you got to be a little above the girl.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
Then what are we doing?
What's the point?
And that's the thing. I think in New York City, I'm going to say, this is where I live. This is where I'm dating. I think because we're so densely populated, it's easy for guys to be like, she want too much, on to the next. I could pick up my phone and have a date tonight. Yeah. He can get his phone and go on IG and scroll past a million baddies, hop in a DM, get their attention, go on Tinder, go on Hinge, have a date the next day. So it's like, it's easy to be like, all right.
Isn't it? Yeah, especially when you're just dating, you know.
Especially when you're just dating, especially when you're not looking for marriage.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I want a husband.
Me too.
For sure.
Me too.
I want not even a husband. I want a partner, but I want to be married.
Me too.
But I want I want partnership. I want to build. I want houses. I want real estate.
Legacy.
I want
land.
money. I want land. I want a farm so bad. I want a farm. I want to travel together. I want to have our name on buildings. I want to own tunnels and highways.
And do
philanthropic.
Yeah, that word. Yeah.
I want to have orphan homes. I want to have nonprofit. Like, I want to do that with a man. You know, I don't want to just have a husband just to say I have a husband.
I agree. And in order to do that, you need the right man.
And that goes back to them 5 things I said. The ambitious, the intelligent, the God-fearing, family-oriented,
intelligent.
The other one. Intelligent. Yeah. You need to have those things to be my man. And a lot of these men, they ain't even God-fearing.
That the first one on the list. Yeah, that is very true.
Like, I love that you were like, take looks out of it, because I'm heavy on like, I tell my friends all the time, like, I'm not looking for a Michael B. Jordan or a Damson Idris. I'm so big on morals and values and character, because guess what? If we're going to grow old together, babe, I'm not going to think you're that attractive at 60, 70. So yeah, like, I want some attraction.
Yeah.
But I'm not hooked on, he got to be 6'5", body, he got to work out, he got to look like this, skin got to be. What that heart do?
Those are the easy things to me, right? Character is what makes you. Exactly.
That's what get the lust. That's what gets you in the bed.
And I was like, I actually want a medium ugly man. At this point, the pretty boys think they're prettier than me. And they're in competition with me. Yeah. Baby.
You want your nails done too?
That's what it's given. We're not doing that. We're not. Simone, you gotta come back on. This is too short. Literally, I'm about to spin the blog.
They always do. Honestly, though, they always spin the blog. They always come back.
Do you blame them? Can I blame them?
Can you better
access denied.
Delete, block, delete the book.
Simone, before we close, what do you want to leave the people with? It could be a piece of advice, and then drop your handles, just how you want to be remembered. Whatever you want to leave.
Keep God first. Sky's the limit. Sky is not even a limit. There's no limit. We just said that. Sky, you can go past the sky. Go to the moon, the stars, space, wherever you want. Believe in yourself and pray and be happy. We need more happiness. We need more love. We need more joy in this world. And whatever you got to do to find that, do it. Besides, don't hurt people. Do not hurt people to find joy, but do other things. And my handles, Simone Alexis Webb on Instagram and Threads. And TikTok is Moni in the City with 2 Y's. I believe, or 1. I don't know. If you search Simone Webb, you'll find it. And
Curated Crowds.
Yeah, Curated Crowds and Single But Surrounded. That's my Christian page. And Broadway Ballet Opera is my Instagram handle for my reviews for all my plays and my operas and all the things. So I have 4 pages.
But if you go to Simone Alexis Webb, you can find all of them in her bio.
In my bio.
Period.
Make it easy for you.
That part. All righty. Well, Simone, I'm so sad we have to end. But as I said, you will be back. Thank you for joining me. Honesties, I'll see you next week. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Y'all better like, comment, share, comment, okay?
Subscribe.
Keep it going so we could push it up to the algs.
Yes, that part.
And I ain't gonna ask you again.
Cheers.